Hey, Julian and Cess here, and welcome to another live episode of Padel Smash Academy. Today, we're live from Reserve Solomia, and we're going to be talking all about Miami Premier Padel Tournament.
Hey guys, I want to introduce you to Danny Ferrari, our press photographer now at Padel Smash Academy. Yes. He's also our coach in Connecticut at Padel Smash Academy's club. Danny, why don't you talk a little bit about your experience in photography?
Yeah, I started years ago with you, actually, back in the days when you were doing those tournaments, soccer tournaments, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Everything started from there, believe it or not. And I started getting better, growing up, get more experience. I got Copa American soccer. I got lucky to do the World Cup in Qatar.
Wow.
And all the big events for soccer. And lately I was doing this beautiful sport, paddle.
Yeah. We're really glad to have you. You
Thank
create
you.
some
Same here.
amazing,
It's a pleasure for me.
amazing stills. I mean, it's an art of what you do.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
joining us.
appreciate
He's part of our group now at Padel Smash Academy. We're very, very excited to have him. Okay, so let's talk about what happened yesterday in Mexico.
Last night, LeBron Stupa pretty much completely destroyed Tolito and Gonzalo Alfonso.
Oh, don't say that, man. I love Tolito, you know.
Yes,
but you know what? They didn't even get their first point. I think it's after the second game.
No,
Or
third game. Actually.
Third game, that's
Yeah.
right. I mean, I was really a reality check. I mean, I was of course, aiming for, rooting for Tolito and Alfonso, and I think the crowd was too.
Yeah.
But it was, they really got measured up there.
I mean, Tolito's a local in Mexico. I mean, he's been playing there for so long. But the match lasted, 51 minutes. It was 6-2, 6-3. It was a complete different level. I mean, it's now your measure A1. They were the undisputed number one A1 paddle couple last year and the year before. And now they're moving into, they made to the finals on Gijon, losing to these upcoming next-gen kids,
I know.
which everyone thought they were going to easily win. Now they measure themselves to the number 5 couple, LeBron and Stupa, and it was a complete different level. I mean, it's if you saw the match, it was a complete different level. They need to step it up.
Yeah.
They need to get...
They need to get a team because, and you mentioned before, and I saw as well, when it came to Stupa and LeBron, they had a whole team there.
Yeah.
Coaches,
the
3,
physios.
4, yeah. And then you go to, Tolito's and Alfonso's side, and you don't really see anybody there.
Yeah.
Danny, you saw the game, right?
Yeah, I saw the game.
What did you think about
Yeah,
it?
the big difference about levels.
Right.
Levels. Those guys got talent, but the level speed and was
Yeah.
So what do you think they will have to do?
physical. Physical and get to that kind of speed of the game. It's totally different.
So maybe physical, mental
Yeah.
is another
yeah.
part, right? I mean, skills, I believe they have
No,
the
they
skills,
got skills,
right?
but physical. What I saw was physical and the speed. That's the first thing I saw in the 3-4 first games.
Yeah, because you see LeBron and Stupa, I mean, they are,
Oh my goodness.
wow.
I mean, for anyone to be at that level, I mean, if you want to be in the top 30, the top 20 of the Premier Padel, is the physical, technical, and tactical.
Yeah.
They have the technical, you know what I mean? But you cannot survive at this level only with the technical. You need to have the physical, which Tolito needs to work on it, and the tactical. The tactical, they have it, but if you don't have all three, is a 33% rule. You have to have all three.
And then the mental.
And the mental, the physical, technical, yeah.
Alfonso needs to work on that as well.
The mental too, but I mean, you need to have all three. The mental is part of the tactical, you know what I mean? So the tactical is how to play the games, how to prepare, how to, have a strategy before you come in.
How to change, how to adjust and pivot.
Exactly.
We're all rooting for Tolito and Alfonso. We really are. But here you saw that got measured. So where do you think, what ranking do you think they'll get to before they plateau, before they have to make changes?
I mean, after watching this final, I mean, the first set lasted like 10 minutes. Within the blink of an eye, they were like 5-0 down.
Right.
It was just, I think the other guys slowed down a little bit. They went up 5-2, and then it was 6-2. They're going to be maybe a top 20 couple, but if they want to really step it up, they have to really bring up their level. You know what I mean? On all three aspects.
Yes, and he's here.
Yeah,
qualifying. You know
he's qualifying today. So now let's move into the Miami. The Miami Premier started today. The qualifying round starting today. They're already playing as we speak. They're playing right now. They're gonna go all through the day, and tomorrow the main draw starts. So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So let's first talk about you got the wild card, right?
Yeah.
And then the draw. So let's talk a little bit about that, Julian.
Well, the qualifying rounds. Let's talk about the Americans. Let me see the Americans on the women's side. Actually, we have the wildcards for the qualifying. We have Juan Jose de Armas playing with Raul Ruiz, which are these two local players. They're playing the first round. I think is the third. They have the third spot. They already started, so probably they're playing in an hour and a half. On the women's side, we have Adamovic Sofia and Petruska Egle. Those are two local players. Adamovic lives in Argentina, but she came specifically to play and represent the U.S. on the qualifying rounds. And on the main draw on the men's, we have two American couples. They get a direct entry on a wild card. The Segura brothers, Nico Gritelli and Vinny Di Francesco. Sadly and happily, they're playing against each other, which I think we have an American on the second round, which is good.
Right.
And it's going to be interesting. On the women's sides, we have Brittany Dubins and Martita Morga. They're playing versus Salazar Virceda, which is going to be very, very interesting match. That's the only American couple on the women's side.
So the wild cards, talk a little bit about that. That's really, really cool. You get to see some locals play, in this P1. We know Brittany for a while, Egli, Vinny, Raul. I mean, these are Nico. These are people we see all the time. So it's really, really nice to get to see them qualify and get in the wild card.
I mean, it's going to be an amazing experience for them.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully they will go far, which cross our fingers, but they're playing with the best of the best, so it's going to be interesting. Let's talk a little bit about the draw. The draw will comprise of 40 men's pairs, 34 get direct entry, and 4 qualifying pairs, and 2 wildcards. The 2 wildcards already go to the Americans. The qualifying pairs on the men's, look, man, we have the Tolito and Tolito is playing with Gonza. They're playing today, late in the afternoon.
Hoping they get through.
We have Lamperti playing with Sastre also today. I mean, some amazing matches. Mark Quiles and Sans Anton. They're really quite the 2 young kids that they won the Garcia Diego and Cabezas Terres. They're also playing today. I don't think they're open at the Premier. They're not open. It's a closed doors because that's. From what I heard, the site is not ready yet, but it's going to be interesting. On the men's side, on the women's side, we have, pretty much not any big names besides the Americans players. They're live. You can check it out on the Miami Premier Padel Tour website.
So how much of these? What's the prizes? What are they gonna make? What do the champions make here? I mean, everybody really wants to know how much these people make and stuff. So
I mean, these people, the champions. I mean, for you to win the Miami Premier Padel Tour, you go home with $26,000. I mean, exactly it's euros, so maybe it's close to 30,000.
Right.
And you get 1,000 points.
That's each player.
Each player.
So it's about 60,000 total for
the finalists. They get 13,700 euros. Semifinals they get 7,250. Quarterfinals 4,500. Round of 16, 3,100, and just for you to play in the main draw, 2,400. If you live in Miami, you'll do okay.
Well, not really.
Not really, yes.
But
But if you're traveling for some, from Spain or let's say Portugal with some Portuguese players, you're pretty much breaking even. So
yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, it used to even be worse before. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, so the prize monies are going up, but not enough yet. I think they should be a little bit a lot more. To be honest with you, and you know, and especially the ones that are the round that just make it. You know, I mean, 24 is really tough. It should at least cover their expenses to get there, you know.
it's gonna. I mean, they get the hotel paid and all that, but if you're playing the qualifying rounds, let's say Lamperti right now, he's playing the qualifying rounds, so he has to pay everything out of his pocket and cross fingers for him to qualify. I mean, he's not making any money for the next two matches. So it's we're getting there. I mean, we're super excited to have the Miami Premier. This is the first Premier Padel tournament in the U.S. There's a lot of hype on it.
Yes,
if you're in Miami, come and check it out. We have
so what are the top seeds?
the top seats. We have Tapia Coelho, followed by Fede Chingoto and Galan. The third couple, Stupasuk and LeBron, which they're fifth. Stupa is fifth in the rankings, and LeBron is eighth. Mikey Janguas and Coqui Nieto. Dineno, Javi Garrido, Momo Gonzalez and John Sanz, Lucas Bergamini, Paquito Navarro, and Edu Alonso and Alejandro Arroyo.
Danny, who's your favorite player?
My favorite player?
Yeah.
Tapia.
Tapia, huh? Wow, well.
Yeah.
Actually, he was just playing here at Reserve
we
Solemia.
saw
He was just
We
down
saw.
here.
They were training today against the Deus brothers, which is, I think, it's super exciting. There's a paddle heaven happening in the Miami area.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be super, super exciting. And not only that, we have Racket X at the same time. And also the Miami Open is putting up 4 paddle courts on their site. Yeah. So if you go to the Miami Open, you're gonna get a chance to play paddle, and also come to the Miami Beach Convention Center to watch the best of the best in the world competing against each other.
That's right, guys.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll be there this whole week. So I hope we see you guys there.
Thank you, guys.